Hi everyone, Emma here. I have a lovely cha-cha bracelet to show you. I kind of hinted to this on the last video of a cha-cha bracelet. So I'm going to continue with these lovely birds that I got from Joannie from GrannyJClay, and I will post the link to her channel. She does these beautiful polymer clay designs and shows you how to make them. They're just extraordinary. And so she sent me a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to try and start working with these things. It's been quite a long time since I've done some stuff with them. So it's time to revisit and go through my old stash. And I'm going to start with these lovely lavender birdies. So what I've done is I've set everything up to go. I will show you how to do each component and then we'll put them on the chain together. So this is the first one, and we're going to attach a lucite flower with a 4mm Swarovski crystal onto it and onto a jump ring, and that's going to go on the bracelet. So I've got a bunch already done, so let's go ahead and do this guy. And I have no place to work, oh my gosh. So I'm going to use my pin drill and we'll take a look. Now I'm just finding, kind of eyeballing the midpoint. It's not super crucial. Let me enlarge this, and actually I might use this spot here to work. So yeah, I'm just gonna find wherever I think is there, but that's better, the midpoint here where I want it to hang. And like I mentioned in the other video, you want this close enough to your edge so that your jump ring fits in, but not too close where it's going to break through. So I think probably about there. And this is really easy to get through. And you can buy these pin drills, and they have all different size drill bits that come with it. You can buy them on Amazon for about $10. They're great. And I think there's I think Joanie mentioned something about a hole punch too. So there's something that you don't have to drill with. You can actually punch a hole in. This one's a little thicker than the others, but we're getting there. Ah, right through. And just turn it the other way. So there we go. Super simple. And let me see, did I leave out? So I've already turned all of these. Oh, I may have. I think I did up all of these. So you can see, you just use a head pin like this, head pin. You attach your 4mm bicone and your lucite flower, and you do a turn. Let me get that in focus here. You do a turn. I'll show you how to do this turn on the next. Oh no, I guess we're not doing it on the next ones. I apologize. Let me see if I can find a loose Swarovski crystal somewhere. I may have already put them away. I do have some lucite flowers. Oh, and these are a light lavender. Do you know what we're going to do? Is we're going to cut one open and redo it. How's that? There's working on the fly. Here's one that's not done all the way. Where are my tools? So I'm going to grab my tool here and cut that so I can show you how to do this one. So you have your head pin. Take your Swarovski crystal, put that on there, and put your lucite flower with the bottom side down like that. Okay, and we're going to grab our pliers, and we're just going to I'm gonna use my pliers to give the distance that I want to create the wrap. So then you just move that over 90 degrees like that. Then you grab your round nose pliers. And depending on the size of the loop, so that piece there is where you're going to put it on your tool. So I'm just kind of eyeballing. And then you're going to turn it like that. Then you're going to turn your tool, keeping it in the same spot, but turn it 90 degrees. And then you're going to turn this again. That. There. I'm going to grab my tool. We're going to turn this. I'm a little nervous about this head pin. It doesn't sound very good. And I had a bunch of head pins from BB Craft, and oh my gosh, they just crumbled. So let's see what happens with this one. Some of them worked and others just fell apart. So we're just turning this. I mean, they're super easy to use. Some of them I find are like hard to turn. So these are good for that, but you have to be careful. And you can put as much of a turn on it as you want. That's probably good enough. So let's clip this extra piece off. And I got these on Amazon as well. They're flush cutters and they are excellent. And I think they were maybe $10 Canadian. That. And we'll just make sure, yeah, that piece is a little sharp sticking out. See if we can, we may have to try and clip it again because I find that these ones are hard to tuck in just because they're wonky. There, that worked perfect. So that's how you make these little flowers with the wraps. So we'll put that one there and we'll get a jump ring. So I am using, let me see what size this is. You can use whatever size you want of jump ring. So this one's a size 7 jump ring. And we'll just open that like that. We're going to put our flower on. And our birdie. And just turn it. I'll get my other tool. And close it. There. And there is your bird ready to go. So let's move this back up so you can see. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birds. Now I have a bunch of other stuff. So I think what I'm going to do, and I've seen this in other designs. Let me get this in focus for you. I've seen this on other designs where they put a whole bunch of stuff on one jump ring and then attach it. That way you're not kind of trying to fiddle in through the small pieces of chain. So let me talk about the chain. The chain I am using, oh, here it is. This is the chain I am using. And I got this, I want to say from Michael's, this chain. So I think it was about 2 meters of chain. So it's got the big loops and the small loops. I think that's really cool. The other thing that I got is I got this from the Salvation Army store. Let me see if I can find the ends to show you. So this is the end, with the lobster claw. It has 3 strands and it's a necklace and they're different lengths. So they dangle down and they have these gorgeous little, I don't know, maybe aluminum. They're quite thin and you can kind of hear how they sound. But that's incredible. So I was so excited when I saw that because I knew I'd use these leaves for sure. So what I did was I cut a piece that was the same length of my chain that I need for my bracelet. So your chain length will depend on your bracelet size. So probably the smartest thing to use is a mandrel. So what I did was I have this is a pinch clasp in the shape of a star with a little heart filigree on it. And there's the foot that goes in here and clips in like that. So what I did was I attached the chain that I cut and then the chain that I got from the Salvation Army store. I could have taken off the individual leaves and attached them, but I thought, you know what? They're perfectly spaced. Why not add them together? And what I'm going to do is when I add these pieces together, I'm going to grab both pieces of chain so that they stay together and not dangle one longer than the other like that. So there is that. Let's put this aside for now. So the next thing I'm going to show you is this guy here. These are gorgeous flower beads. They're rectangular metal beads that have little flowers on it, and I got these from Kath from England. So this is a combined friend mail. So we have the birds from Joannie and the beads from Kath. So I'll show you how I did this one. This one's really nice and simple. So there's one of the beads. And I have a head pin. This is a small silver plated head pin. And I just put that in there. I'm not sure I got that the right. Nope. I knew there was, I have these 4mm pearls. So we're going to put one of those on. And then the bead. Like that. And then we are going to turn this. I can't remember the length, so we'll try turning it and see. I think we do need to clip a little tiny piece off the end. And we're just gonna get it flush like that and turn. Actually, we probably didn't need to do that. And there, that's it. Simple. Simple, simple. So that will go in that spot there. Then the next ones are the pearls. And basically this is a 10 and 8mm pearl. Let me double check that. So that was the other thing that I saw is this is an 8mm pearl. Okay, so I did an 8mm pearl, then one of these metallic beads, and then a wrap. And you can see it's not the best, but it's hard with my hand still. And then I did one for this one here. Now the reason I have it this way, let me show you here. I have two of these metallic beads. The reason I did it this way is I want the length from the big beads to the little beads to be somewhat the same. So it's still a bit shorter than the big ones, but that's fine. But if you were to put it just one bead or even no bead, you'd lose sight of these pearls in your bracelet because these would stick out so much. So that's why I did it that way. So let's go ahead and put these together. Oh my goodness. This is going to be interesting. Let me see where to start here. I think I should put my bracelet back. I'm going to move these guys into a pile. Like that. And then like that. This way you can see what I'm doing. So I had it lined up just to get an idea what I thought it would look like with the individual components. But since we're adding them all to one jump ring, we will, let's get these guys together. That one goes there. Okay, put those aside. And that goes there. And our birdies. So we might put the birds on last, just because these ones we have enough. And let me get this back in focus. These ones we have, well, let me see here. We've got 6 birds and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these. I think what we'll do is we'll start with counts of 10 and then we'll add our birds in. So let's get our bracelet here so we know. So if we're doing 10s, we need to space these out correctly. And you know, that's part of this bracelet design is, so I'm kind of finding the midpoint and then going from there, so then I know 10 on each side, that kind of thing. So it doesn't have to be exact, just remember. Okay, so let's grab, I'm going to use a larger jump ring so that everything will fit on there. Let me try these guys. Yeah, those look like a good size. And I'll tell you how much. I think these are 7s. Yeah. So that one looked gold. Let's get a pile here. Oh, and I wanted to show you, last year around the same time of year, I made another Cha Cha bracelet, and this is the one I made. Isn't that crazy? So these are the lucite leaves, and I added the color crystal, and I just did like this little squiggly loop, then added the crystal, then the leaf, and then some gold beads. I think they are 8 millimeter, maybe, the beads, and then just attach them with this beautiful, and I did a necklace to match it. I'll link the video for that. It's really nice. It was a lot of fun. So let's get started here. So just gonna, so I don't think it'll matter too much on the position of things, but I think we might try to do it in a certain order. So let's start with the big one here, the 8 millimeter. That, maybe the metal bead like that, and then one of these. These are 4 millimeter pearls, and one of our Swarovskis. It's amazing. I was trying to get it so that it was like really full, but it's crazy how much stuff you would have to use. So I am just going to pick up this chain in this spot like that, and pick up the chain in the small spot, and get my feather pliers and just close that. Oh, that's lovely. Actually, that's really nice. Yeah. And we haven't even added the birds yet. 6. The birds are going to be different spaces. Oh well, we'll figure that out. Maybe there'll be a lot by the time we finish this. And I just want to make sure these are, some of these I didn't close thinking that we might need to attach them directly to the chain. So this one's a little bit open. So let's make sure this is closed. Because if you're adding these to a jump ring, it's definitely going to come off the jump ring. Doesn't take much for it to slip off. We got that one there. Put that. Put that. This one needs to be closed as well. There. There. And the small one, the 4mm, and the Swarovski flower, like that. So let's go. Let me count these. So we said we'd start with 10, and we started in the middle. So let's say this side's 5, and this side's 5. I think we might do 12. So I think what we should, okay, so I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think what we're going to do is go from this point and go every other. So we'll go into the little loop, and hopefully that'll work. I definitely have more than 10 of the others, so we'll have plenty to add. There. Okay. Next one. Let's make sure these are all, yeah, this one's not closed either. We're going to start with the, yeah, we're going to start with this one. There. Put that one on, that one on. This one. And let's go to the next one here. And close. There. Oh yeah, it's starting to fill up. Okay, let's get the next one here. And that one's closed. That one's closed. Okay. So, big one. Metal bead. Four millimeter pearl. And Swarovski crystal. Go to the next one here. And this, there. Oh, it's starting to get really heavy. It looks great though. We might want to extend the birds so they come down a little more in there. Or, you know what, add them to the big bead at the top. We'll see when we get to that part. This is fun. There's one. That one's closed. So funny, now that I'm checking them, they're all closed. Hey. So big pearl. Come hither. Metal bead. And 4 millimeter pearl. And the Swarovski flower. Go to the next. As they say here, where are we to? Okay. So I hope everybody's having a lovely Sunday. It's a nice fall day here. The ocean breeze. Oh, this is really amazing. Okay, next. We're gonna have some leftover, I think. It's starting to, I was worried there wasn't enough stuff, and it's starting to get quite big. 1, 2, 3. So I have a bunch of stuff to show you guys. So I'm trying to get things happening today so I can show you. Okay, so right here. So it's a bit fiddly getting your links, especially if you have 2 different size chains and linking it the way I am. Normally you would just have 1 chain. I do find that as a cha-cha bracelet, because there's heavy things on it, and especially you add a bunch of it, that you want to make sure your chain can hold it up. And a lot of the chain that I get anyway, because I'm a little bit cheap, is very thin chain. So I want to make sure that it's secure. So adding the 2 pieces of chain really makes a big difference. So that doesn't look closed all the way. You know what? There's not going to be enough of these flowers. I just realized I might have to steal a few. So there's only 4 left. So that'll go to the other side. And what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we might have to steal one. So let's just add our beads. And you know what, too? It's not a bad idea to maybe put less stuff near the edges, because that's going to be at the front of your wrist anyway. So you don't want, if you have to lay your hand flat on a surface, to say to use the computer or whatever, you don't want your it's looks like money. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. I'm gonna steal this one, I think. There. Okie dokie. I think I'm going to leave this side. I'm going to work on this side to make sure we have enough for the other side. So actually I might turn this over. It seems to be working well on that side. So let's get one of these. Actually, I'm going to close. This one's not closed all the way. Let's see. A bit open, so you got to make sure. I may have used the magic looper for this one. And I'll show you. This is the magic looper. Now I have the 3mm loop, and I find the hole is too big. Like it doesn't close all the way. So, and I think it may be just the way I position my hand. Let's close all of these actually. Yeah, I think I used the looper for this. So I'm just gonna see if I can just turn that in. Where's my, do it this way. one's done. That one's done. This one is teeny tiny. Must have did this one by hand. Okay. So let's get these guys on there. So we'll start with an 8mm pearl. And Swarovski, like that. Okay, so let's come in through here. There. Oh, one of these came off. See where it came from. One of these. That. And find the next loop. You know what I think is happening? I just did it again. It fell off when I was adding the... Let me go like this. They're so light that you have to be careful. They don't pop off your jump ring. So it's probably the last one. I'll see if it's missing one. Yep, it was the last one. So let's add one there. Here. There. So I'm curious to know if anybody participated in the Jill Wiseman garage sale. So last year I participated, and it was awesome. And I would have liked to have done it this year, but I've been sorting through my stuff and realizing I have so much supplies that it was time to call a halt. So I tried to ignore it. I did take a sneak peek, but when it was just before it was on, and thank goodness, because she posted specifically for the garage sale, you couldn't see anything till the actual day of the sale. So it's probably a good idea, because if I'd have seen things that I wanted, I probably would have did some shopping. So I hope she had a great garage sale. I know she puts a lot of work into it. I mean, she goes to the Czech Republic and gets like tons and tons of beads. So she'll buy the stuff and then they ship it to her. And yeah, it's pretty incredible. And one of these. And one of these. I'll go to here. Yeah, so let me know if you attended. I mean, it helps if you're in the States, because then, like, my issue is the potential for duty on top of taxes. I mean, it's still, I was going to say I don't mind paying taxes, but I don't know anybody that wants to pay tax. But I understand we all pay tax for the services that we get for it. But when you're not used to paying tax for stuff that comes across the border, and you're excited, you go to get your shipment at the post office, or it comes to your door and they're like, okay, so you owe us like $100. I'm like, ah. So yeah. Now, I've never paid duty on anything from Jill, but she does have a program where you can add it to your cart for Canadian subscribers. Oh my god, this thing is heavy. So I think we just need to, so this side went really quickly, so it must have been shorter on this side. So let's see if we can add whatever we have left. We don't have the big beads, but that's fine. We can still add the pearls. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. I can't believe. Oh, I hope this is coming across on the screen. It's early evening right now, so the lighting is not the best, and I don't know if the angle of my camera is a bit off, but it looks dark. I hope you guys are seeing this stunning bracelet. Hopefully I'll be able to do a nice photograph of it so you can see it at the beginning. One of these. So let's add this one here. This loop. And it does not want to grab this one. There we go. And we'll add one more, I think. And then we'll put the birdies, the best part. And you could probably leave it the way it is, but the whole purpose of this bracelet was the polymer clay birds. I just love them. Okay, one more here on the edge. That. I am going to double check the lighting because you have to see this. It's just crazy. Oh my gosh. Wow. Listen to that thing. Let's see. Oh yeah, it looks good. Wow. Okay, let's see where we can put the birds. So I don't know if we want to kind of put them in a bit or at the front. You know, I might put some more, well, I guess we don't have, we've got some of the big ones. Let me see how many. We've got 5 of the big ones. And I know they might hide the birds too much. Yeah. I think we should just put the birds on the way they are. Okay, so let's bring this, straighten this out this way. There. And let's get them that. Okay, one there, one there, one there, one there, there and there. Oh, it's gonna it's gonna be amazing. What? Okay, we need some. Oh, I had some little ones left. Okay, let's put that aside. So I'm gonna add another jump ring, and that is so that they come down a bit. Otherwise they'll get jammed on chain. So let's put it on here. I'm just going to put it on the big one so that it doesn't get all tangled. That. Go here. And here. Let's put the flower to the front. And about here, I think. Okay. Turned. And maybe here. There. This is amazing. Okay, so this one needs to be closed. The wind's picking up, so the blinds are all mashy on the window. Okay. Oh my. Oh, this is amazing. Oh my gosh. You know, I'll tell you something. And I didn't know what a cha-cha bracelet was. And if you guys know what it is, like the true definition of it, let me know. But let me tell you, they're so much fun. It's like, as a beader, it's the ultimate way to add all your stuff onto a bracelet. Oh my god, that's so beautiful. That is amazing. There you go. That's lovely. That's so amazing. Look at that. And listen to the sound. It's just lovely. It birdies. Thank you so much, Joni, and thank you, Kath, for these gorgeous flower beads. They're so amazing. And they add a nice weight and a jingle to this bracelet. Oh, that's amazing. That's so pretty. Take care, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye.